So, we all know who Queen Coral is in Wings of Fire, but why is she... Well, a lot of people keep on, posting videos why she's the worst queen and why she's the worst mother ever to be existed, or parent. So, I'm actually just gonna go over this. This is gonna be probably I guess you could say this is an analysis vid. I don't know what this is because, JMA kind of basically does analysis videos, but not only JMA, but a lot of other people too, because I've seen people do it. Now, I'm gonna say, because we all know that in book 2, she is literally making an enemy do these animus magic to help Blister win the war to become the next Sandwing Queen. Now, and an enemy does not want that because she does not want to lose her soul. Now, we all know that probably because, okay, so I know I might have said that Queen Coral is my favorite queen for some reason. I was just, what I meant by that, I meant, by my kind of, least favorite queen. Because how she is pretty much abusive to her kids. Now, we all know that, well, dragonettes, I would say. Now, apparently we see this, sorry for the brightness of the eyes, because I'm flying. Now, we all hear this in the game where she says that she says that she's gonna be, that an enemy's, animus magic is gonna be Blister's secret weapon, and apparently, why is this lagging so bad? Apparently what my guess is because we all see this in book 2, where she literally does not exactly take care of her dragonettes the way she should, and all her dragonettes hate it because of how they feel literally bad. And though we could exactly tell, because we can see that an enemy always insists that he's the worst of being animus that we can say that she's not, she doesn't want to use her animus magic too much, because Coral has been forcing her, well, I wouldn't say forcing her, but has been making Whirlpool, which is the worst character, Whirlpool to, teach her how to do her animus magic, and it's been damaging her soul, since we all know that Winter said that in book 7, because a animus magic can actually damage a dragon's soul in the books. So that is pretty much why she was attacking Turtle, but yes, so Coral is pretty much known to be the worst queens ever. I wouldn't say she's that abusive to Auklet, and she really cares for Auklet, but we all know that an enemy does not like being on the harness. Now, the harness was a thing like torture to an enemy, because we all know that she would always hurt, that she would always get hurt from the harness every time when Coral pulled too hard on her, and it was really painful to an enemy. And I want to say she was probably secretly the bad guy in the series. Like, well, I want to say she was secretly the villain. And I will say she was secretly the villain of Wings of Fire Book 2, The Lost Heir. So otherwise, if she didn't have to get obsessed with an enemy if she didn't get too obsessed with an enemy's animus magic, then she wouldn't have to become an abusive mother. Now, she is mostly like to be the worst queens ever to be. She's pretty much known to be one of the worst queens in the series, and it made everyone very. It probably made like the whole it could have probably made like the whole fandom very, very interested to see why Coral would not pay attention to her dragonets, but would actually just pay attention to everyone. I mean, yes, we understand that she does pay attention to. She does love an enemy, but she literally tortures her by using her animus magic too much. Now, I am literally confused about this thing, because, well, this is pretty much an analysis vid, but we all know she didn't exactly trust an enemy going to the Jade Mountain Academy School because she felt like that she felt like that some random dragons that were her enemies would actually hurt them. But although I will say we'll probably never find out by then. She was pretty much an abusive mother, just like, because, you know, there are a few abusive mothers in the series. Like, we have Cobra, who's abusive mother to Kibli. We have, I would say Kestrel, because she was pretty much an abusive adoptive mother, because, I mean, she wasn't abusive to Peril when she first reunited with her, but she was to the Dragonets of Destiny. And I will probably say Winter's parents, because they were always abusive, because how slow he was in every other thing he was in, and he's been bullied by that. So I don't know much about Coral's abusiveness, but I will say she is an abusive mother. Now look, I know you guys might not believe me, but she is an abusive mother towards everyone that she's literally torturing her own tribe and just killing off anyone that didn't do anything bad. Which, that could probably explain why she is one of the worst mothers and worst queens.